Hi everyone, it's Fruity Papa Paul here and
Fruity Mama Julia
from Rawsome Healthy. Hope you're having a super day, guys. Wow, Elanie's turned 1 year old. What an exciting and challenging year it's been.
Now, life is a journey, and when you switch to a raw food diet, when you improve your lifestyle, when you have children, you certainly do go on a journey. So if you would like to learn about our journeys, raw foodists, for nearly 6 years, you can grab yourself our book, The Raw Message, which is reduced by 30% for the next 24 hours. That's to celebrate Elanie's birthday with a coupon code birthday, and that's the link.
So attachment parenting in the modern world, it's by a lot of people not seen as a positive thing, it's seen as actually a negative thing. You know, you're putting so much effort into your child, you know, they're sleeping with you, you're carrying them around all the time, they're breastfeeding all the time, and you know, it's just too much effort, and the child can become needy because of that, and you're giving them too much love. But this is not a view that we share. We've been doing attachment parenting now for the whole year since Eddie's been born, and we've experienced a lot of positives from it.
So the first thing I wanted to talk about is postnatal vulnerability. And personally, I felt my most vulnerable ever after giving birth to Elanie, and you know, I needed a lot of care, and Paul, bless him, was there for me. And it's very typical for women to experience this vulnerability when they deliver a baby, because of your hormones, because the way you feel, because perhaps you've been through a long and painful labor and you're recovering, and you know, it really is just a part of experience. And yesterday I was riding a bike and I understood that, wow, this time last year I was really in my weakest ever spot, and you know, a year on and I'm back to my full strength, I'm riding a bike, and I had such a great experience, and I understood that time is needed to heal and restore, and it's something that we need to be aware of, that you know, you've got to look after yourself when you deliver a baby. That's I think that's one very important aspect, to respect the process of birth, and also to respect the process after birth, that a mother and a baby and a father needs to bond. They need time, they need care. So you know, if there's community around them who can help them and support them, that's very important, and it's something that we don't see in our modern cultures, unfortunately. So you know, it's just, I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to bring this issue so that we're aware of it, and you know, we change things, we change the way we are with regards to that. Okay, so the next one is co-sleeping.
Co-sleeping, yeah. So we've been co-sleeping with Elanie for a year now. So that means every night that she sleeps in the same bed as we do, in the middle. Yeah. And
so it's not always like that. It's like that sometimes.
It can be this way, it can be that way, it can be any way. She can be on our side, my side of the bed, or your side of the bed, or somewhere else. Yeah. Wherever she wants to sleep. And so, you know, it's been a real positive, I have to say, first and foremost. It's a great connection that you get with your child when they sleep with you, and you wake up in the morning and they're there, and then they wake up and she's like stretching her arms like this, and then she sees you for the first time in the morning and you're right there for her, and she's got mummy as well, and she's got mummy's breasts, and she feeds for a while. It's beautiful.
It's I personally, I absolutely am a very intuitive parent, and I absolutely cannot imagine Elanie being somewhere else in a different room. And how is that going to bond you together, and how is that going to give your child security, that you're always there for them during this initial stage of their life when they are helpless? They're helpless beings, and thinking that, oh, you know, they've got to become independent. And that's such a weird thing that people say. Some people say, well, they'll become too attached. And aren't they supposed to be by nature? How are they supposed to be independent when they've just been born? They can't even turn over, they can't do anything at all. So it's absolutely weird for me to hear this kind of thinking. And I have to say, co-sleeping is a wonderful, magical experience. From a relationship point of view, like, how do you connect? You know, you've got a child in between you. Well, you can find ways and means. It does make it more challenging. Okay, but at the same time, there are, you know, when there's a challenge presented to you, there's got to be solutions. So there are ways you can find to connect to each other. So it's not really like that's just absolutely. And to say that, okay, your child sleeps in between you two, that's going to ruin your relationship. Well, how about the opposite? That's going to bond you together as a tribe. and you're going to be, connected to each other, and it's absolutely, it hasn't, I don't agree with it.
You feel like, no, I don't, and you really feel more like a tribe than three individuals together. And this is the feeling that we get. We want to be a family. We want Ellie to grow up with parents that she can really relate to and feel close to, rather than see us as, that's my parents, and they're okay, but I can't really treat them as friends, perhaps. We don't want that. We want us to be friends with our child as well. It's really important.
So the next one I wanted to talk about is breastfeeding. And again, I really cannot believe how many people ask me. Elanie is 1 year old, all right? How many people ask me, "Are you still breastfeeding her? And when are you going to wean her?" And it's almost like seeing, you've got to hurry up. It's like you're taking your time. It's a little bit too long. She's only 1 year. She hasn't even grown her own teeth properly, or all of her teeth to chew the food. But it's in the modern world, 6 months is enough, or even less than that, and then they're grown up, they're independent. Well, I don't see it like that at all. I'm happy, absolutely happy, to breastfeed Elanie for as long as she requires. Right from the start, I knew that it was going to be a process that would take many years, so I wasn't expecting to be done in a year or 6 months. And then after that, it becomes a burden. Another thing that I have to say, I'm so grateful to Paul, is that he's totally supportive of prolonged breastfeeding. And I've actually come across women who would complain about their partners, who say, "I don't like you breastfeeding a baby anymore. You breastfed a baby for like a year or two. You kind of, I want your breasts, basically." And again, it's
they're still there. They haven't disappeared.
A baby is the priority, and it just shows. I really hope that this video will show the illusions, the mentality, the madness of the society we live in, and how when you are trying to go the nature's way, you're seen as a weirdo, where actually what you're doing is completely normal, and the rest is not. Okay, so let's talk about carrying a child, Elanie.
Carrying Ellie, yes. So we don't use a pushchair. Attachment parenting means you carry your child. So obviously, as the years gone by, Ellie's got heavier and heavier. So she weighs quite a bit now. So it is, a challenge sometimes if you carry her for a long distance. We like to go on long walks, hikes, but that's not really as possible now, because Ellie likes to get down and walk because she's walking now. So you can't really go for long walks anywhere or hikes. It's not really possible.
No.
And but yeah, we enjoy doing it because it keeps her close to us. She can be close to Mummy's breast.
I can kiss her all day long. I can kiss my.
But as I said, she does get fidgety after a bit, and she doesn't want to be carried around. She wants to get down on the floor. She wants to explore. She wants to walk.
Right.
This is the reality. So
it's her right. And some babies are happy. Some babies are not as active. They're happy to sit with their parents and just not even get out. And Elanie likes to. And we've got a carrier that kind of faces the world instead of facing us. But even then, she'll stay in there for a little bit, and then she's like, I want to go. I want to go on my own adventure. And we follow raw vegan lifestyle. Personally, we are very active, so we've got a very healthy and active child, and it's fair enough. She wants to exercise her legs and she wants to explore the world, so I'm absolutely acceptant of that. Okay, so now about eating solids. Elanie is a raw vegan child, and we've only fed her with fruit and fats so far. And fats like avocados and coconut flesh, and durians, which is a fruit.
She loves durians.
And so is avocado. We did an interview the other day for a popular website, and they asked us whether or not she's different compared to other children. And Elanie, obviously we're parents and we're bound to say that, but also everyone else notices just how different Elanie is. She's super alert, she's really present, she's really well ahead of her development and ahead of her social and mental development. She's super social. She will run around with all kids. She loves children, and she's such a loving being. Also, she is deep and
smiles so much.
She smiles a lot, and she loves animals. She is very caring. and at the same time she is very, very dynamic and very strong, and strong personality, strong will. She knows what she wants, and it's got to be this way. But at the same time she's gentle, and it's so magical to see a healthy child in this world, a really robust child who has only been fed on breast milk and fruit and fats, and you know, without cow's milk, without meat, without grain, without all kinds of cooked food, she is ahead in her development of children who eating, you know, cooked food. And certainly no protein concern with Elanie when it comes to Elanie. She's up first thing in the morning. She can walk an hour and a half by herself, just non-stop, just walk around an hour and a half. And you know, she's always on the go, very, very active child. So there you go, you know. It's fruit, milk, fats, they're really natural foods for the baby, and it's an absolute joy to be seeing Elanie eating papaya piece after another papaya piece, banana after banana, just to be eating coconut and avocado and all the other fruit and durian and jackfruit, and absolutely having fun, looking forward to each piece of fruit. So you know what? I think we're doing a great job.
I think we're not doing a bad job, are we?
Hey, I think we're doing a great job. And you too, guys, and all those of you who are practicing attachment parenting in the modern world of craziness and detachment and just separation, well done to you. You are
well done.
Creating a completely new reality, different reality, and different children who are so fulfilled. You know, they're going to receive so much of your love that they will grow into confident beings. And there isn't such thing, oh, you can spoil your child with love. There isn't such a thing.
Don't believe in it.
There isn't. How many, you know, all the people who you see in the world depressed, overweight, having issues, all kinds of things, anger, aggression, do you think they've been spoiled by love, or have they been deprived of love, and hence what they are? So do give your child as much love as you can. Breastfeed your child for as long as you can, as long as your child wants to. And we strongly encourage everyone to co-sleep, to carry their children, because it does make a profound difference. And
beautiful experience. Not
only to their physical development, but also to their emotional development. And this is so important. They're not going to grow into robots who think but do not feel. And it's such a major benefit for the humanity to be having human beings who are connected to their feel center. So they're not gonna go and harm someone because they feel they're connected. They know that it's not a healthy action to take. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. So do take the advantage of saving 30% on our book, The Raw Message, with the coupon code BIRTHDAY. How is parenting going for you, and how do you see attachment parenting? Do you see it as something that's going to spoil your child? So how do you see it? Post your comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Eat sweet.
Keep fit.
And we'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.